1, 2, 3, 4.
There's been so many times where we're told that movies are just make-believe, but that's not always the case. Not everything in the movies we watch is fabricated. In fact, the filmmakers and stars of many of your favorite films will often go to extreme lengths to make their films feel as real as possible. From shaving one's head to skydiving, this is when what happened on screen actually happened on set.
Oh, I love it.
Martin Scorsese's award-winning black comedy is one of the craziest and most memorable movies to date, and for good reasons. During the film's notorious office party scene involving an almost naked marching band, one of the things that can be seen in the background is a woman getting her hair completely shaved off her head. What you may not know is that actually happened on set. The name of the woman is Natasha Newman, a hairstylist and longtime friend of star Leonardo DiCaprio. Newman actually volunteered for her head to be shaved, something that surprised the film's producers. Ratatouille is one of Pixar's most beloved films, though what you may not know is some of the lengths that some of the creative team took to make a film about a talking rat who can cook a bit more real. For the scene where Linguini dives into a river in his chef's uniform to rescue Remy, the animation team wanted to figure out what parts of the outfit would stick to the body. This led to crew member Keston Migdal to dress as a cook and jump into a pool, in order for the crew to make the animation feel more realistic.
But we're together on this.
Pixar's Soul is one of their most philosophical films yet, and despite the fantastical world built in the film, the filmmakers wanted to make sure that it could still have some accuracy. The first soul that is counted in the film is 108,210,121,415. The writers of this Pixar hit had actually consulted with the Population Reference Bureau to get this number, meaning that there really has been over 108 billion humans in the history of the planet.
Soul number 108,210,121,415.
Friends is arguably one of the most well-known sitcoms of all time, and it's clear just how passionate the cast was when the show was on air. In the season 7 episode of the show titled The One with Joey's New Brain, we learned that Ross actually plays the bagpipes. What you may not know is that actor David Schwimmer actually learned to play the bagpipes for the episode. To top that off, in the scene where Ross plays for Phoebe and Rachel, Jennifer Aniston went off script and started giggling as Lisa Kudrow sang along to the sound of Ross's bagpipes.
Bagpipes are appropriate for our wedding.
Why not?
Because we hate them.
Working with child actors can be difficult. Such was the case with the creative team behind Monsters, Inc. when trying to get 5-year-old Mary Gibbs to record her lines for the iconic role of Boo. They eventually found an effective solution. Instead of having Gibbs stuck in a recording booth, the crew followed her around with a microphone and recorded her talking as she played. The results were spectacular, with audiences all over the world falling in love with Boo.
What?
The Notebook is arguably the most popular Nicholas Sparks movie to date, and starred Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, just as they were becoming A-list stars. Gosling decided to go with his role as Noah, and just like the character, he decided to start building furniture. The same furniture that Gosling built was actually used in the film for the scene set in the house that Noah built for Allie.
I'm a married woman.
Not yet.
Stockard Channing's Rizzo is a favorite among fans of the hit musical Grease, though fans may be surprised to learn that the Hickeys she has throughout the film are actually real. The Hickeys were created by Jeff Conaway, who played Channing's on-screen boyfriend Kenickie. Conaway told the film's crew that a Hickey from Kenickie had to be given by him.
For me, Pinky Lee!
This Oscar-nominated true-life thriller is quite the intense experience. The pivotal scene, which features Hank's title character being treated by a medic after being rescued from the Somalian pirates, is one of the film's most heart-wrenching scenes. Director Paul Greengrass went the extra mile when directing this scene by casting Danielle Albert, an actual Navy medic. Greengrass had told Albert to treat the scene as a regular military exercise, leading the scene to be entirely improvised.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah.
In the climactic concert scene of the hit 2003 comedy Freaky Friday, we see Jamie Lee Curtis rocking out on the guitar. But just like David Schwimmer playing the bagpipes, Curtis actually was playing the guitar on the screen. While doing press for the film, Curtis claimed that learning to play the guitar was one of her favorite parts about making the film. This ultimately paid off, as Curtis's performance in the film won over critics and audiences alike, and even earned her several award nominations.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Margot Robbie received universal acclaim for her Oscar-nominated performance as disgraced figure skater Tonya Harding. Robbie was extremely committed to the role and revealed that she did her own skating for a majority of the movie. She even went as far as to train 4 hours a day, 5 days a week over the course of 5 months so she could perfect Harding's skating style.
She goes out and gives a beautiful skate.
This Disney Plus drama is based off the true story of teenager Zach Sobiech, who wrote and performed a chart-topping song while battling an aggressive form of cancer. Sobiech's family and friends were excited about a film that celebrated his legacy and contributed heavily to the film, and even were on set for most of the filming. The Sobiech family had even donated Zach's real clothes for star Finn Argus to wear throughout filming.
Hello, Stillwater! Woo!
The first season of Netflix dramedy received some criticism for its lack of actors on the spectrum for a show that's themed around autism. Showrunner Rabia Rashid tried to make up for this in the second season of the show, and casted actors who were actually atypical for the scenes where Sam attends a support group for people with autism. It was because of this choice that the second season was much more well-received, and received praise for its representation.
No chicken fingers? That sounds awful. You shouldn't go.
Elf has become a holiday staple for many, thanks to Will Ferrell's energetic performance as Buddy the Elf. It may come as a surprise to fans that the scenes of Buddy interacting with everyday New Yorkers was entirely unscripted, and many of the people he interacts with were not actors. What may be the craziest of all is that Ferrell really did eat gum off the city's sidewalks in one of the film's most infamous gags.
The guy in the red jogging suit? Santa! Santa! That guy was just there.
Just like Elf, Home Alone is a holiday classic that is beloved by many. In the scene towards the end of the film where Harry threatens to bite off Kevin's fingers, you may be shocked to learn that Joe Pesci really did bite Macaulay Culkin's finger, albeit by accident. Culkin even claims that he still has a scar from where Pesci bit him.
I broke the skin and everything. I'm a little 9-year-old boy and he's going around biting him.
Out of all the actors who perform their own stunts, Tom Cruise may just be the most well-known, as he loves to please his fans with some spectacular stunt work. In this high-octane sequence from the 6th entry in the Mission Impossible franchise, Cruise performed his most impressive stunt to date by actually performing a halo jump and was skydiving at 200 miles per hour without a harness. This scene ended up being one of the main highlights of the film for many.
To the target, open your chute when the system says not before and definitely not after.
As you've seen, filmmakers and actors will go to pretty big lengths to make their movie as authentic as possible for the sake of entertainment. Whether it be Hickeys, ice skating, or even eating gum off the streets of New York, these creative minds went above and beyond. What's your favorite scene from a movie that wasn't actually staged?